I can definitely see why he's the lead dancer though. So far the dancing is really nice. Everything about this is really high production, high quality, just really clean. Oh my god. Did you see his eyes? Like I love that, like little paying attention to detail, like the doot doot doot. Ooh, it's very emotional. The song is very emotional. That's one thing I have to give it. I'm also impressed that this is the exact same person throughout the entire video. It's like three different personalities almost, three different styles of music, three different tones. Woohoo! The high note. Team 여러분, good morning everyone, happy Monday, and today is finally the day of the solo debut for VICTON's Seung Woo, the lead man himself basically, if you want to say, the lead dancer, the lead rapper, as well as the lead vocalist for the group VICTON, with his first mini album titled Fame and his title track titled Sacrifice. Now if you haven't checked out already, I do have a reaction for VICTON's most recent comeback titled Mayday. It was a very nice song to listen to, very poppy, very kind of in the style, but also different from Howling, which was their previous comeback, and also from what you guys have told me, very different from their other previous works also. I really enjoyed that song. I was very impressed by the visuals, by the concept, by the whole overall beat of the song, and I really am excited now for this solo debut, because I think this is really the first solo debut of one of the members of VICTON that I've ever reacted to, I've ever been aware of. And I did actually see the teaser for this, but at the time I didn't know who Seung Woo was. I just saw the teaser and I was really impressed by that, let alone the fact that it's now a VICTON member. So I'm super excited to react to this for you guys. So this is Sacrifice for Seung Woo's solo debut, and without further ado, let's get into it. Junbi, ready, she, check. Let's go. So this is kind of like the opening that I saw. I was really impressed by like the visuals, but also the sound. Okay, obviously not the car, but like the sound from the video, like the beat. Like this opening, I really like it. It's very subtle, but it's also very distinct. Oh, it's very kind of soft, but still very powerful. Wow. Yo, his presence, it feels almost like a little like underrated, a bit like under the radar. You don't really expect too much from it just because like of the beat, but also like just him in general. He doesn't have that like super demanding presence, you would say. It's almost as if like maybe a bit of like the style of a Drew Dragon, very subtle, very unpronounced to you, but then it blows up a bit and then he becomes a bit more prevalent and very like, I will capture your attention, you will like watch me kind of performance to personality. So I think that's maybe where he's trying to build up to. Maybe that's what I'm seeing here. I can definitely see why he's the lead dancer though. So far the dancing is really nice. Ooh. Oh, this beat is very soft. Is he crying? Ooh. The dancing is... Okay, well, yo, everything about this is really high production, high quality, just really clean. Oh my god. Did you see his eyes? Like... I'm a bit confused by like why he seemed very like in your face, but you know that's what I kind of like meant by like the fact that maybe it's kind of like a G-Dragon, you know, like when he really gets into it, gets like that different persona, that different like character, because he does kind of seem like he's a bit more like soft going, just like kind of, as I mentioned, kind of just like subtle, very unpronounced, because like even with the bangs, he's kind of like hiding himself, but then like when you really look into it, he's kind of like really putting his all to it. There's just different like alter ego almost. And so far the song kind of also captivates that because it's very soft, it's very underspoken, but then he hits the chorus and then the dancing comes out, the whole different type of self, and then it's just like kind of shouts at you at the same time. Very impressed by the beat. The beat is what caught my attention to begin with, and it's still the one thing that I really heavily enjoy from the song. But definitely now the dancing, it definitely adds new dimension to this and really shows off his abilities, Seungwoo. Oh, that's the same guy. I love that, like, little paying attention to detail, like the doot, 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 but he's like looking side to side. I love that little paying attention to detail in a music video like this. It's really something like these little details that really make the whole overall production, the overall quality of something like this feel so like high end and so much more special, I think. Like the beat sounds a bit like muffled, but I think it works for this. Ooh. I love when we go into the soft bit because it's the beat comes in. Ooh. It's very emotional. The song is very emotional. That's one thing I have to give it. Oh, this part is really cool. Like the beat of that section right there. So you have the soft parts like dun dun dun, like that little beat. It's very repetitive, but it's also very powerful. I think it's a very simple beat, but it captivates your attention because the whole portion before this pre-chorus section, it's very loud, it's very jumbled, it's very all over the place. It's like it's very like like you have a lot of instruments, a lot of things happening at the same time. So to slow it down and then just emphasize on one little beat while he's kind of like leading us into the pre-chorus is very powerful, I find. And then once you're into the actual chorus, it just becomes all the more powerful because of his voice and his emotions that you can feel. And I think this song is very kind of like something very emotional, and with a title like Sacrifice, I think it's very evident that he put a lot of emphasis on like maybe personal experiences, on like what he sacrificed, what he's had to overcome, and then to become like famous. I think the fame that we're referring to in the mini album title. And then just overall this entire second portion, it's kind of like a slower portion of the beat itself, and I really am enjoying this section of the chorus. It's like kind of slow and it like cuts, but then it keeps on going. It's really nice. I'm just also impressed that this is the exact same person throughout the entire video. It's like three different personalities, almost three different styles of music, three different tones. Because like you have the rapper, you have the like something like that. That's like definitely something a vocalist would do. But then you also hear this like crazy rapping at the beginning. So it's really showing off well his crazy diversity, and it definitely does make a very good case for why he is the lead vocalist, lead dancer, as well as lead rapper when you check out the official positions of the group for the members. So really makes a good case for him. Really impressive. Yo, I love the dancing in this video too. Woohoo! The high note. I love this like that like beat is like a really great hook on to the song. It's super unique. So guys, that was Seungwoo's Sacrifice for his first solo mini album debut of fame, and this has been a very impressive solo debut, if I do say so myself. I was very like enthralled, very captivated by the opening hook. It's because this beat, when you first hear it, it's like dun 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 dun. It's very subtle, it's very kind of a je ne sais quoi, because it doesn't have this type of similar beat that you could hear beforehand, this type of instrumentality that you haven't heard before. It's very something special. It's something out of the blue, but it's very, very captivating at the same time. And then you lead in to Han Seung-woo's crazy rapping, very impressive rapping, very impressive vocals, and very impressive singing. I'm just very blown away by everything, the diverse range that you heard from this song. Now, it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it is quite amazing, like amalgamation of work, because you had the opening part, which was very soft spoken. It didn't seem like it was leading into too much, but then you have like the, I would say like the alter ego, kind of like the rapper ego, come out and just like take over, and it really took the stage presence, really took on that performance, and really lit everything up for to leading us into that chorus. The first chorus was a great chorus, and then you go into then the vocals. This is definitely also another video I would recommend to watch the music video, because it leads us into this crazy dancing that he is capable of. And this is my first time of seeing this, and I'm very, very impressed. Overall, I think that the song is great. I really enjoyed these like slight nuances that they make to the song, and the slight playfulness that they do have with the actual overall beat, and how it becomes almost at times like a ballad, but at the same time it's always has that like poppy-esqueness and this captivatingness that I don't find sometimes in some other songs. Overall, I think that they did an amazing job. I think that this song is a very good song for a solo debut. It's very subtle, it's very underrated, almost like him, I think, in based from what I'm seeing from this performance. Very subtle, very under the radar, but then it has pops of brightness, pops of like things that just want to capture your attention, and from that moment on, you're hooked for the whole time. So that is exactly what was like with me for this video, and I really heavily enjoyed it. And then just coming back at the end to that little hook, that dun dun dun, dun that I loved at the beginning, I just really brought everything full circle for me. So overall, great solo debut by Han Seung-woo. Looking so much more forward to anything that VICTON is going to be coming out with, including this man or any other members. So you can bet I will be reacting to more of that for you guys, and hopefully you do stay tuned for that. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. 감사합니다. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or something you want to talk, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, this has been Tony. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's better if you never go.